Hello, my dear soul. Thank you for tuning in. So this video, this talk will be very special because I had a vision a couple of months ago that me and my dear friend, my coach, my everything will do the talk because we have the same mission. And I will share about me. So my name is Inese, and I am conscious feminine mind and body coach. I empower women to create body they love for life. So that means you don't need to count the calories. You don't need to go and do cardio, endless cardio. You don't have to look for a magic pill, for that magic tea. You need to see it all for what it is and accept the way you are. And actually, from there, this is where the change will happen. And my friend that I invited for today to share, we could share this topic with you, how to ignite your feminine body, is also on the same mission. But her mission is to she's a conscious creative coach, and her mission is also to work with people like you to get that fire in you, that you have the ability to create what you love. And it's not only that your body, it's everything in life. So whatever that is that you have suppressed, she can help you with that, to tap into what is needed. And I feel such an honor for her to dedicating her valued time with me here. So I will let her to introduce with you.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, my beautiful souls. And thank you so much, Inese. I am honored to share space with you. You are one of the closest people I have in my life, and you are one of the best coaches that I know. And I'm just grateful to be here tonight. And tonight we're going to go and talk on a deeper level, and we're going to get to the heart of how to ignite your feminine body. I'm so excited because females, souls around, it's so important for people to really connect to their body. And I want to go deeper as to find out how we can achieve that. And also, we're going to be going deep and personal, and we're going to find out how you became a conscious feminine mind and body coach and how you are serving and helping so many amazing people. And I just can't wait. Now, there's a thing that I kind of like to do first, and we both really like dancing, don't we? How much have we missed dancing since lockdown?
A lot, yes. But hey, we are here.
The great thing is you don't need to go out to dance, do you? We've been doing that from the comfort of our own homes, and you've been actually showing us and connecting with so many women out there, and with your dance, which I've been blessed to be a part of. So I'm so grateful and thankful for that. So I think I know that we need to do some dancing. We need to get everyone in the mood, right? We need to up the vibration, get the level up. What do you think?
Let's do this.
Let's go. Music maestro, let's go. Woo!
Yeah. Are you there? Let that energy down.
I feel like going. go and dance as if no one's watching.
I love that. Wow.
I feel like I've been dancing the whole night.
I really needed it. Trust me, I really needed it.
Thank you. I'm going to cheers you now. Cheers.
Cacao. What about you?
Cacao. Mine is actually, yay! Mine is lemon and ginger. Bit of fat burning I got from you. Thank you very much.
On your
Yep.
Yes, from all my
heart. So Inese, yes. I need to catch my breath back. You know, I've met you a while now. I've known you for a while, and as soon as we met, I just knew that I'd known you forever. I just felt like we were so connected. And when I found out where you're from Latvia, it made sense because, you know, you're into natural things, and, you know, tell people a bit more about, you know, where you've come from.
Yes, so my roots are from Latvia, and there's some Russian genes as well, probably some German, but we all are mixed, as we all know. Latvia is all about nature, and we have more than 50% population. It's just all green. So this is what I know. So my deep connection with nature already have been since my childhood. But there were times in my path that I didn't appreciate it as much. So living here now, being based in London, I really appreciate that nature. I always crave for it so much. And I'm living already in London for 12 years, where I developed my passion, where I realized what I actually want to do throughout these years. I always were searching what is that I want to do. And when I moved here, it was I was working in events, doing like hostessing work, and I was like, what is this? Like, I feel like somebody's choking me. And so I decided my passion, I need to go for my passion. So therefore I started to get some studies in, and that was the best decision I ever made, because now I have developed skills, developed my own experience, and from that experience I can take on board and share with others. And therefore, yeah, that was a shortcut, but let me know if you want to more know in details.
Well, you see, that's what I love about that, Inese. You know, a lot of people wonder, oh, wow, how have you become this amazing, successful coach? And people look at people and they think, oh, it's this overnight success. But you've gone on a path and on a journey to get there. And all those different roles that you have adopted have enabled you to become the person that you are. So it should give people also hope to know that where you are is not the possibility of the person who you can become and where you can go. And that's just how much that you shine now as well. And that's what I want to give hope to people. And because you've been on a journey to come to London, but how did you then become a conscious feminine mind and body coach? And that is a fabulous name. How did you even get that?
Wow. Through various coaches, by the way. They're like, who I am, what is that I want to do? It took me a long journey. But to be honest, the major part where it all started was when I was 14 years old. And I had rejection from a guy, and therefore that was rejection from the love that I was projecting, and that rejection really hurt me. So I took it on me. So I started to hate my body. I started to protect myself, and therefore I developed anorexia, which is you deprive yourself from food and start counting calories. You start literally criticizing your every single body part. And to be honest, I wanted to dissolve my body. I didn't want it to even exist. It was really that bad. If my bones were coming out, like I remember hip bones, I was so happy about it. It was crazy. It was mad. Wow. So, yes, I went into anorexia due to rejection, and I started to disrespect my body in any way. And it took me like 2, 3 years to realize what I'm doing to myself since I lost my period. And I didn't had it for about like 3 months. And this is where my mom started to, she's like, okay, let's check and let's go and see a doctor. And obviously the doctor said, well, Ines, if you want to have babies, you better start eating. And I was like, oh, okay, I missed that part. So I started to eat, but it never got like straight away because it went into bulimia. So I was actually overeating because of the starvation I had. And then all the time I was constantly reading about nutrition, how to lose weight, how to increase the metabolism, even though I wasn't really big. But for me, for my mind, I was. So I didn't wanted anything soft on my body. So inner thighs, everything, they have to disappear. So that's how ill it was. Just want to tell you and just to give a heads up. And so that was my journey. And then obviously I was very independent since I was 14. Therefore, I was earning money on my own. I was doing events, waitressing, whatever I was good at with people. But then when I moved to London, there at some point where I was doing those events, I was like, it's enough. Like I can't imagine myself being like, I don't know, 40 and just doing the hotel stuff. So I started to look for schools where I can actually study nutrition, because like, what is the thing that I'm craving for? Is that always nutrition? Okay, let me be a nutritionist, or nutritional therapy, which is closer to the nature. Food is the medicine. So I found CNM Medicine College where I qualified and I studied for 3 years. Then the second part was like, wow, it's not only about nutrition. I want also get know what's happening with that fitness. So I went to and study as a personal trainer. I got qualified in there. So I took another loan to get this skill for myself to actually help people, not only from nutrition, but also physically, how to strengthen the body. And then all of a sudden I was like, wow, I don't see myself as a personal trainer as of like, get height hit classes. So what was that thing that drove me? I also took the course for anti and postnatal, and I was like, wow, this is where I found myself, because now I can express myself, my healing purpose, because when you are pregnant or after pregnancy, it's just like healing. It's so beautiful, to be honest, that process. So the Pilates were next step. So it's always I continue studying and learning. So Pilates were the next qualification where I actually got my strong background regards Pilates. But then it wasn't enough. So the course continued because I realized, hey, she's doing everything. She's exercising, for example, my client, but why things are not shifting? And then I saw something deeper inside her. Like, I'm just talking for one client as an example. Something deeper was there, but which I didn't had a clue how to tap into. I was like, this is what you have to eat. This is how it is. But she's like, nothing is shifting. So therefore, it's like, oh my God, it's deeper. So I started to have and work on myself, finding myself through this journey, through the pains, getting out of my own the darkness that I was, because I was always depressed in London. I was never happy with my life. I was restricting myself with many things and not allowing myself to really feel joy. And throughout this, I had my party life. I was really, there was like a couple of years just partying nonsense. It just was like what I'm doing to myself, what I'm doing for my body. I was even smoking, if you can believe it, right? So, but it never took me. The smoking, I was never, it's like I was smoking. I was just like, why I'm actually doing this? I have no idea, but let's have another because everyone else is doing it, right? At the party. So, yeah. So this party thing, where
And
am
so,
I?
can I just ask you, like, how from Latvia then did you start saying that I need to give myself that self love? What was that turning point? Because then that led to your journey of where you are today and that development of self love, which never stops, right?
It never stops. I still today I discovered that there's still, no matter how much like work and clearing you do, it's still that things are coming up every week. More time you want to step up. So self love was when actually my period stopped when I was in this 14 later, and my mom was actually saying this to me, Ines, I love you, right? And that took me that I it was like that love that I was deprived from my all my childhood. Even though my mom loved me and my relatives, my dad was never around, so that was the missing link. And the mom was also never around, so there was only grandma that was like feeding us and doing all that love, caring, but it wasn't enough. So when my mom confirmed that she loves me, something took me, but I never took that love for myself. And that, and
Mm.
then throughout the journey till 21, 24, even 25, I had a boyfriend for 5 years. And all these years, I still didn't know why he's loving me. And because I didn't know how to love me. And that was
Mm.
really deep because I was like,
Mm.
why are you saying you love me? I don't understand. Like, I don't see why I would be loved. So I was just crushing myself, crushing that relationship. So I dissolved it. You know, I'm not worth of that love because that love is like, it's not my level, right? I had the low self worth basically. And because of the low self-worth, the events were coming and repetitively confirming I'm low self-worth, I'm not lovable. So the guys I was attracting were also confirming that one by another, one by another. And I was just like flowing like a tennis ball from one to another. I was like, what's happening? I had no control till I realized that, wow, I had enough. Wow, I withdraw myself, and I just wanted to look at the world different with different eyes. I'm like, something has to change. I need to find myself. I need to find. I can't continue like this. Well, and
Mm.
then a couple of travels and going into the meeting people that are so like they did like sober parties, and then there's meeting Reiki healers and trying to understand and going into the part of self healing. I actually started to connect with myself, connect with my body. And when I decided that I am worthy of love and that I'm closing all the doors, that those people events that don't serve me anymore, and I open door for the same vibration or higher, this is where the magic happened. That I remember that was a month I was repeating myself all the time, all this mantra. And this is where 1 month after I met my loved one, which we are still together. And this was magical because our frequencies matched. And this is where I actually, with his hands, I felt nourished. I felt like I am actually lovable and worthy. And therefore his confirmation was, I was like, I started to remember who I am and that I am loved by itself. I'm still learning, and it's not that
Mm.
I am cured, but it was
Mm.
something to really, that was a journey. Trust me, it was a journey.
And
um
also, because what you're saying here is it's beautiful, because you have to give yourself that self love, and then once you upped your frequency, then you attracted that naturally into your life, and that is also what you teach within your practice, because it's not, just nutrition, it's not just body, it's about really cultivating that self love, isn't it? And also, just
yeah.
explain a bit more about what it is you do with your clients.
Yeah. So when it comes to my clients, I look at it as a whole being. It's not only about, hey, let's get you on this plan. I call it protocol, and let's go and do this workout. But it's a continuous process. And when we come to the internal world, I have worked so intensively this year till now, on my intuition. So when it comes to my
Whoa, whoa,
clients,
whoa, whoa. Wait. What that's like a magical word. Like me and you, we know that because it's like
wow.
incredible. But some people don't know what that is. What is intuition?
Wow. So when it comes to intuition, we all have it. I always, like, you have it, Sherine. I have it. Everyone else around have it, but we deny it. Sometimes we have
Mm,
this inner world that said, the inner voice that says go left, but you like, no, but to the right is better road. It's cleaner. But then you go, and I'm like, and then you realize the day after, I should have gone to the left, right? And that
mm,
inner voice was saying, but you were denying. Sometimes we don't listen to it, but sometimes we also block it. And when the blockage
mm,
is happening, this is where we make unconscious choices. This is where we are keeping ourselves stuck because we
mm,
don't listen to our inner essence, our inner intuition. And you need to develop this muscle in order to use it, and also develop the trust towards it. And it's a
mm.
process. It takes process. And I know, Sherine, you also done the same work as I do. You also have, you have intuition already high, and then when you actually develop it, it was like, wow. So yeah, that's
But then
beautiful
I
to
think
see.
that was our connectivity, because what it is a lot of the time as human beings we're driven by the mind, by the conscious, by the waking, by us just being present in this world. But tapping into your intuition is when you shut off that left part of the brain, and then it enables you to tap into that higher frequency, that creative genius, that all knowing, all guiding, and it's free from any fogginess, and it's amazing. But it's like you say, once you tap into it, you need to keep practicing, because it's just like when you're working on your body, it's the same thing, it's a muscle. And that's amazing, because you and I, we both do this in our work, but that's why it's incredible. Like, more people need to know about it, because sometimes I feel half the world is sleeping, and I
Yeah.
think, and it's like, it's about giving them a shot, kind of wake up and see the potential and the possibility of your life, which is what you do with your clients. So explain
Mm.
more about what it is you do with them. So you get them to tap into their
Yeah.
intuition, and then
But I also teach them to actually not count on what I have given them to use. Let's say something, but it's like tune in whether your body is accepting it or not. So also regards the fitness, not through the months you need to do the high intensity classes or sessions and trust, like really prove yourself that you can do this, like a Hercules, yeah, that always is up and running into the war or somewhere. uh, we as a woman, I teach how to actually work around it from the feminine side of it. That nourishment is as important as strengthening our body, our temple, and as our internal part. So all these three are so important. You might feel, let's say you have some situation where you're going through the sadness, through the grief and other bits, right? And then you all of a sudden think, oh, I'm going to jump on a detox diet and that will sort my problem. It's going to save me. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to be amazing. Everything will smash. But then when the detox problem, like the detox finishes, you go back to those foods, you go back, and then actually you have made the situation worse. But the problem hasn't dissolved. The problem is actually you even amplified it, like, hey, I'm going to stay here. And you are carrying that with you at all the time. I'm going to try this juicing, I'm going to do this cleanse, I'm going to do colon cleanse. Even you don't need to do this colon cleanse, because if you're not really seriously ill, your body is doing the detox by itself. If you provide the nutrients, if you are using less alcohol, if your liver is in a good function, which I also discuss with my clients through the nutritional therapy consultations, that I look on all body. It's not only you need to eat this, right? Eggs, chicken, whatever that is the generic stuff to lose weight, or I even don't pay attention to that anymore, because what I teach my clients is you need to give that body what it needs so that it can dissolve by itself and start to work properly. Because what I teach my clients is you don't want to have this diet, you want to have it for the lifetime, so it's a lifestyle. So even
Mm,
workout, you want to work out as for a life. It's like a supplement to
mm,
your life. It shouldn't be the major part, but it should be supplementing you, just like foods, that's like greens we're getting in, like beans or anything that it comes from nature has a vibration. And that's why I also want to everyone know any food that you have is alive itself. It has a frequency. It has, so higher frequencies are greens, and then we can divide them in different parts. But what I'm saying here is everything that is man-made, try to avoid. And then when you develop the intuition and you want to develop the intuition, you're showing interest, start with the food. And then you also don't neglect your inner world and strengthening your
mm,
body, which is moving your body, dancing, getting workouts in, is
mm.
also the package. So I'm not just targeting one place, unless it's just only nutrition needed. Yes, I will help you, but there's more to that. It's a complex, it's a foundation that I wish everyone would walk away with, and then they can use it for the rest of their life.
And we're going to go and we're going to talk a bit more in depth about exactly what your program contains, because your program is Ignite Your Feminine Body and it's 8 weeks. And I'm so excited to talk about it because it is incredible. But before that, I just want to ask you, what do you find that most people are really struggling with?
I think it's very what was coming up lately. It was connection with their body. It's like I don't
Mm,
feel my body. It's they're really disconnected with their bodies, so they try
mm.
to look for outside sources. This tea, this supplement, this pill, this therapist, whatever. It's just like, but what about, hey, what if it's here? But what
Everyone
happens
has the
is
answers, right?
it
And that's
is,
what
but
you do. You help people find it within them.
exactly. It's very hard. There are some aha moments where people find by themselves, right? They are, oh yeah, now I get it, why this didn't happen to me 10 years ago. But what I'm saying is every person needs somebody to show what is that they need to look into to speed up the process. So if you have gained weight, so where is that we need to look at where it has started first.
Mm,
And they're like, no, I need to I need to eat chickens, I need to eat eggs, and I need to go on the detox plans. I know 7 days, 14 days. But no, if you do this, what about that core that started? You're gonna go back again. So this is
mm,
what I'm helping clients to bring them back to themselves. In the coaching sessions, we are tuning in, we are finding what the real cause is, what is actually happening, and what's coming up to their surface is, wow, there was this boyfriend that once I was feeling rejected. And that was my case, right? And then there's another one, the sexual trauma was coming up. Then there could be my dad, my mom was so upset on me. So therefore I'm holding into, and these are the root causes. And you would never discover by yourself because it's hidden in your subconscious mind, uh, which we have no access to unless we tap into, if unless we actually are willing to bring to the surface. And nothing comes to
mm.
the surface if you're not ready for it. Only if you're ready for it, because you have to be ready, because when it comes, you need to cry, you need to let it out, you need to shout it out, you need to get angry, you need to just not angry on somebody, but get it out from your system. And this is what I teach through the instinctive soul dance. So through the body movements, through this meditative dance that I'm going through guiding them, is how we can make it possible. So yes, that's what I'm saying.
Mm,
Yes, you want to lose weight. Hey, what is actually happening? Yes, you need to
mm.
get stronger. You have a back pain. Fine, let's get some exercises. But then, hey, why is still not happening for you? Hey, let's go and check what is inside you. And this is where it comes. And when it
Yeah.
comes, you need to be
Mm.
ready.
It's because what people are doing is everyone's got wounds. and they need to heal. But a lot of people just end up numbing it with alcohol, food, all people, addictions to anything, sex, whatever. But really, it's you have to face it and look at it. And that's, what we both teach our clients and also ourselves, because
Yeah.
we are also human beings, and human beings are prone to suffering, but we don't have to live in that state. We can live in that abundant, amazing, incredible high frequency state. And if things then do affect us, then we have the tools in order to deal with these situations. And that's what you teach, which is amazing. And I let's talk about, because I know you, and we share a lot of time together, and I feel blessed to be in that space and just always connecting with you. And you have suffered a lot with endo, and I'd like to just find out, for people who don't know at home, lovely souls,
Yeah.
what is endo and how does this affect the body, and what was your experience with it?
Well, I call it endo because it took me a while to pronounce it. So it's endometriosis that I basically I discovered, to be honest, actually when I started to date with Dario, which is my boyfriend, and who's my boyfriend. So uh, it's just we went to Cambodia, and we got really ill, poisoned. Like, in 3 weeks, my immune system was depleted. I couldn't eat. I just could do juicing. So that's why I do juicing weeks every week on my group, my Facebook group. But that's not about it. So it started like that. So I came back, and crucial pains on my period started to flare up, and I had no idea what it is. I thought I'm still detoxifying from that poison, whatever food that was. Uh, and it basically took me over. What is happening actually, you vomit, you have diarrhea, you don't want to eat, you are shaky. What's happening? It's one day and then it's fine. But then you have crucial pain. Somebody's like stabbing you into the stomach. And I'm like, what happened to me? So, from my education that I have done, and through the nutritional therapy, this course, we study these conditions, roots, anything that could happen, reproductive issues, and everything else was not matching apart from endometriosis. I was like, I can't believe it. I really have it? And that was when we were studying, I remember the slideshow. I'm sure I'm not going to have it. That's the worst thing you can have it. Basically, it's bleeding outside the uterus. It can, let's say you have um, the uterus lining thickens throughout before we shed, so before our period comes, right? And that thickening actually can grow onto intestines, into anywhere apart from there. So that's like an error. This is like autoimmune condition that the doctors don't know the cause. The doctors don't know how to cure it. They have the suppressants that could possibly suppress and screw you even more. But I am more about holistic and nutritional approach. So I was so against it that I'm gonna go into that route. Even my boyfriend was saying, like, go to the doctors, let's do the surgery, let's do something else. So this thing was happening every single month, and I was exhausted. Every time that my period was coming, I was so scared. I was like, I don't want this dead. I don't know what's gonna be. And we couldn't really. If I'm on a holiday, I didn't want to lose the day because I like to enjoy my holidays outside in the sun. And even if we went to somewhere, or I remember I was with a client and I was outside my house, and it started, and I was like, I'm like kind of doing the session, but I'm like dying, but I can't tell what's happening. And I just I'm like looking at the time. I hope this session finishes soon because I can go home and then do like die basically. It feels like I'm dying. There was 2 times when we wanted to call ambulance because I didn't know what to do, and my boyfriend didn't know what to do.
I'm not laughing at the fact that you're going to die. I don't want you to die. I'm glad you're still here.
Yeah.
Oh.
So oh, I tried everything they say, like from the nutritional approach, and I did that, and nothing was happening. And sometimes there was months where I got better. I'm like, oh, I didn't vomit this month, right? Yeah, amazing. But then there were some months I was just having the killer. So I bought the best water in the world, Kangen water, and then they said, well, they don't claim anything, but then there's so many people have got better and stuff. So I was like, okay, that's my hope. I'm gonna get this water. It's alkalining my body. It's giving me hydrogens into my system. Amazing. I'm gonna do it. So first months I was like, yeah, let's hope it's gonna work. It's gonna work. And it didn't work. It's like, oh, 1 month's better, 1 month's worse, and then there was like tack, and I was like, no, it's the water is even the water is not helping. And then we're like, okay, let's go to see doctor again. I went to see doctor. You're fine. The blood test came back fine. Everything came back fine. They did like scan. We don't see anything. There's nothing. I was wrong. Nothing's wrong with you. But hey, I was like, okay, I'm done with doctors. I'm not going to them anymore. So I'm done with that. And basically, I had a coach at the time, and I shared my pain. So you can have the healthiest food in the world. You can do the exercises, but you still can have endometriosis, and that is really hard to diagnose. You need to actually do the surgery, which I don't want to do. So why would I do if I already have all the clues that I have, that signs that I have it? And so yes, so after my coach was
So what did you
saying,
end up
Ines,
doing?
I was ended up doing, so I'm sharing this with my coach, and she's also holistic healer as well as coach, business coach. And she's like, Ines, you need to tap into the feminine energy, something that this is your path. And I'm like, feminine energy? What does it even mean? How does it look like? I mean, I look like feminine. But she's like, no, you always exercising, you always pushing, and that's your masculine. And I'm like, but I don't know different. I just know this from my childhood, that I need to work for what I need to get, and if I want to look the way I want to look, I need to push it. This is not the case. So hey, I was like googling what is feminine energy, how does it look like, and then I all of a sudden started to open the channels that, like, I see some events, I see like somewhere the post, I see some article about feminine, I see the YouTube channels coming up to me, feminine energy, how to activate it, how to do this, and that's it. I'm like, okay, if I have to discover this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna discover this, because this is how I work. If something is not working, I need to make sure it's working, right? So same with the body. If your back is weak, let's work on your back and get it sorted. So yeah, that was my tapping into the feminine energy, and I was sharing with you, and you're like, okay, feminine energy, and
I'm
I'm
like,
like, this
okay.
is magical.
I was like, what do we do? We stop and slow down, and that was really difficult for us.
Yeah, you
But
are the same. You also boom, boom, boom. Let's think. It's like, but where is it coming? Why is it not ready? I'm like, I'm tuning into my feminine energy. This week I didn't felt like it, and you were like,
exactly.
what? How is
I
this
know.
not? You know, yeah,
Because it's funny, because with us together, it's like when you're going fast, I'm going slow. When I'm going fast, you're going slow, and it's a perfect equilibrium, you know. Because
yeah,
I think feminine energy is amazing, because I've only learnt about that recently as well, and it's just really tuning into our emotions and just being more intuitive and more creative, and just allowing it to flow like a river. And then you receive so much, and it's like you get the downloads of what you need to do and what you need to create. And you found that also helped you with the endo, isn't it? And God number one.
yeah, Sherine.
Yeah.
So regards the God. So my mom was always pushing me the church. She's believing into the God, and she basically created me and my relatives the resistance towards it, right? So you pushing me. I'm like, whatever you want. I'm not the person that like to be told what to do. So go to the church, read the Bible, and then I'm like, no, leave me alone. I'm gonna be independent. Nobody will tell me what to do. Since 14, I'm out. So, yes, so Sherine, thank you so much, because I said to what do we do? She's like, maybe you need to talk with God. Maybe you need to send some connect with it. Yes, I believe that there's a creator. And I was actually, my period started, remember the first phase of coming out of the endo attack. I was saying to myself, God, please forgive me. I really was sending love, and I was asking God, please help me with this pain. Show me what I need to do. I'm ready for this. I'm ready to do anything I need in order to have this end, because I can't live like this anymore. I'm not doing surgery. I'm not doing pills, and it's not curable. First of all, nobody can cure it. And it's nothing to do with food, nothing to do with how your lifestyle is. It plays a role, but there's a deeper meaning to it. So, and I said to you on the next day, right? I said to you, and Shireen, when I started to talk with God, uh, the pain reduced, and in 10 minutes, I didn't feel anything. And I was like, ooh, okay. I just had the goosebumps. So,
Yeah, because you tried everything. You tried everything first. And I was like, but have you just prayed to God? And you were like, no. And then you were like, yes.
because I have allergy developed from the past, right? And everyone, we have past, and every rejections, or we want to stay away from something, it's to do with our pain we had. So I tapped into accept that, and I actually I'm so blessed that you were there to show me this way. And there was more to that. Okay. And then this feminine energy was getting louder and louder and louder. So I love dancing. So I was getting into the state of when I needed to release some energy, I was just dancing. And then really, I felt dancing is the waters, right? Is the creative, is the flowing waters. And this is the feminine energy. And when I started to tap into it, which is opposite to workouts and exercising, I finally found myself. What I really love to do is actually, I remember how to dance. I remember how to move like nobody's watching. And that was really magical, because the feminine energy is the dance of it. And what we forgot to tell, Sherine, is that every single person has the feminine energy and masculine energy, and even the man, right? So just different ratios. So we all have it. I have masculine, feminine. Also, my boyfriend has masculine, feminine. Just the ratios changes here on this scale. And what I was always in my masculine. I need to protect. I need to create safety for myself, because it's not safe for my feminine. And I needed to crush the world, and I need to work hard, and I need to get and I can't and I also didn't like people doing things for me, which is masculine. No, I'm gonna do it myself. No, I'm gonna do it. And all this journey, I just needed to learn how to step into my feminine energy, how to relax when I'm tired, and it's okay to take naps, it's okay to have a bath. Whereas before I took the bath, I really loved the bath, but I was denying it. I was like, this is waste of time, like 1 hour wasted. Oh my god, I could do this and that. Yeah, and that was like, it was like, it's not safe to be in feminine, so you need to do things. And now I'm enjoying my bath, and like my boyfriend's even, when you're coming out, I'm like, a little bit more.
He's like, well, I want to join you. And you're like, no, I'm just going to be by myself in my feminine energy. Yeah.
Which is true. It's me time, and it's very important to have this me time, to have this connect with yourself, not only work, or not to always there for others, because we all, like, I was always doing things for others, helping others, like others. But then what about me? And when I actually started to think about me, and then when I was always others, then if somebody is thinking about themselves or doing something for themselves, I was thinking, oh, they are selfish. Like you should do things for others. Why you do things for yourself, right? It's like, how can you do this? So while other people are suffering or whatever. And then I just started to realize, no, first me, put the belts on me when the plane is about to crash, and then save others. So when I realized that, and taking care of myself, taking that bath, taking the walks, starting to journal, starting to create. Because when we are in this feminine energy, we also have the portals open to create. And if you haven't tapped into your creativity yet, that means you need to address your feminine energy and start to nourish it, start to
Mm.
balance it out. The feminine and masculine energy, they need to dance just like the masculine and feminine dances on the dance floor,
Mm.
right? Tango example, the guy is like taking it and the girl is like going and then flowing, but the guy is like you know. So yeah, it's life.
Oh, Ines, like I just really want to dance with you. And just even your moves just there. Oh, she's such an amazing dancer, and she's so in tune, and she gets you in tune. And that's why I really think it's important. Everyone needs to hear about Ignite Your Feminine Body. We need to know what it is, what this program contains, because it is incredible, it's life changing, and it's enabling people to tap into their feminine body. And we just want to hear more about it. So Ines, please tell us about this incredible program that you're launching on the 25th of March.
Wow, it's very, very immersive. It's very as actually it's exactly how my journey was till now, is exactly what I'm giving into these 8 programs. I never ever created anything so powerful like this program. So it's not a program, I wouldn't call it, it's almost like a journey. So it's 8 weeks. It's divided in 2 pillars. So number one pillar is in 4 weeks. We are getting clarity on your food. We are educating you about what foods you actually need to put into your system so that your body can start to shed, so that your body can start to nourish and blossom like a flower when it's being watered. No water, you can't blossom. So the same, what I'm going to do in these 4 weeks, I'm going to provide deeper meaning to it. So it's not only, hey, Ines, what, everyone giving me eat salad. And so, no, I'm going to give you to make your own choices, and I will educate you so that it stays with you forever. So you can teach your children, you can teach your grandchildren further how you can design your plate so that you don't need to count calories. You don't have to weight anything. You just need to, I would say, use common sense, re-educating what you have learned, relearn, and apply it to yourselves. Weekly, daily videos created by me will be provided through different kind of subjects. We will tap into the hormones. We will tap into the sleep. Actually, hormones will be 1 week because it's big. In each cycle, we have cycles. In each cycle, we need to eat differently. We need to adjust the cycles that are happening every week. We are changing. We as a woman, it's nothing stays still. Our cycle is giving birth and dying, giving birth and dying, and then the next month. So the food has to change and act accordingly. We need to address the liver. We need to address digestion. We need to address our relaxation. All this will be there. Also, life workouts will give you the boost, will get that fire in you to get things done for yourself, to get energized, and to forget about any body aches that you're experiencing, because when you move that body, the energy flows. And the pillar 2, which can be divided. So pillar 2 is all about diving in. So now that plan A is done, you can now actually work with internal work and look what layers we need to peel off. Look inside with my own help, with group coaching, weekly group coaching that we will have. We'll peel those layers off. You will have home workbook to follow, and we will tap into each session to see what is actually happening for you, because there will be things coming out. It's not going to be just let's have fun. It's also to peel off. In order to grow, you need to peel things off. So I'm not like, oh, we need to look in the traumas. You will find this for yourself. Just like for me, things came to even today, the same things will come to you. We will embody this as well. So we will do instinctive soul dance on the topic. For example, let go is week 5. We will just shred it off. We will let go. We will burn into the fire, imaginative fire, because that really is a meditative dance. And second week, we will tap into your inner self. We will tap into your higher self, which which is the truth of the truth of the truth. Your highest self is always there. It's that your future self that is always telling you and want to connect with you. You just need to listen. So I will teach you how to develop your own intuition, how to recognize it. You have this intuition with you, but it's sleepy because your head, your conscious mind, your masculine, no, this is how things work. But hey, listen to your heart and then follow it. And it's scary. That's why we're doing this together. That's why you need someone to be there for you in this moment when you are about to level up. And we will celebrate love. We will actually open our hearts and we will celebrate it as we go. And again, we will do this as a collective. And I have only 11 spots available, and we are starting on 25th of March. And if you go to my website, which is FitmamaLondon.com, you go and find work with me. You will find Ignite Your Feminine Body, and you can book a discovery call with me so that it's completely for free. It's for you to find out whether this program suits you, whether you want to do only pillar 1 or just pillar 2, in case you have nutrition and fitness in that sector sorted and you are fine. You just want to work with your internal world now. So then we will just do that. If you want just for your and you have no idea about nutrition, you want to find out what works for you, so you don't have to diet anymore, so you don't have to sit on pills and magic teas and whatever that they say to do so that they can make money. I'm offering you freedom, basically freedom of diets, freedom of yo-yo, freedom of suffering, freedom of finally loving yourself and stop criticizing your body. So I will work with the body on a deeper level. You will have guided videos provided by me, which are very special. They are really powerful tools that I'm giving you as my gift. And my invite for you is, if you are really ready to make a change and you are done with suffering and criticizing your body, hating yourself, always going to the yo-yo, binge eating, counting calories, and just have a call with me and let's find out if it's the right thing for you.
Thank you, Inese. This program sounds incredible because I have worked with you. I know what it's like to be in your fitness classes. You are one of the most motivating, most positive and fun people to actually work out with, because you push people and you sweat and you feel great during and after and the day after, and the aftercare is really amazing as well. And she plays some decent tunes. So if you like music, she's definitely got some good music. And also, we've tuned in together. You know, we work together, and being part of that to really get to the heart of the issue. That you want to do that with Inese, because I can tell, like, the way that you speak is so passionate. You care about people. And because you've gone through your own journey, you're not shy about being open with your wounds, and that's so brave. And being vulnerable is really what makes you such a great coach, because you can understand people, you can empathize, you can connect, and also, you know, you're coming from a place of real heart and real truth, and that's why people should share that with you and go on that journey with you, because I trust you. People trust you because you have that heart. And yeah, and it's a blessing. And no, you don't have to pay me later. I'm actually saying this from the heart, but, you know, no, because I mean it. So yeah. And I mean, what do you think? Okay, who is this? I know you've mentioned quite a few people, but who is this for? Who is this for?
If this is for any woman that is done with suffering and being on her own, finally break through, finally find that peace. These 8 weeks is will give you the foundation that every woman I wish to have. This program is for for you, if you are done with counting calories, if you're done with yo-yo effect, if you're done with binge eating and you want to find out why is this keeps happening, if you're done with doing endless cardios or working out 5 times a week, which we don't have to, 2 times, 3 times, enough, right? And especially when we have periods, we need to rest. And if you want to learn that, if you really want to take good care for yourself from the place of love, and if your intuition is not developed, this is the right program for you. This is the right container for you, because I will be guiding you. We will do this together, and the community power is magical, because I have been myself into the programs. I have invested in myself. Program costing 800, program costing 5,000, and I have been there, and I know the value. I know what it means to invest, and I know what it means to receive from that investment, and that is priceless because it stays with you. Any investment that you make, it will pay. From my program, for it's my promise, it will pay you off after completing this program. You will be different woman. You will be on a different level, simply because you will feel different about yourself. You might lose who you are, and you will need to find yourself, because the identity that you were holding on to and doing the habits that you can't control of will need to be released, and now you will need to find your new self. And this is transformative, and I can't even express. And I will let them speak for themselves with the results that we will gain. I can't wait to serve you.
Ah, I can't wait to see everyone's journey and just be there supporting you, because it's incredible and it's life changing, like you say. And it's really important, because how important is investing in yourself? Because I used to be a thief of life. Okay. I used to think that I need to get everything for free. I mean, why should I pay for anything? I shouldn't pay for anything. It should just be there and I should just have it. And I would just be like holding on to my pennies. And what I realized is, when you are in that momentum, and I was, you don't money does not flow to you, because money is energy, right? And
Yeah.
if you are kind of like holding on to that, then you are not able to be open to receiving and getting it. And I really believe that investing in yourself is the best investment. A lot of people waste their money buying cars, or these material things, which, yeah, we all like nice things to look beautiful, but it's about being beautiful inside. And how do you do that? By doing the work on yourself. And that's by investing on yourself, because this is priceless. The way that you've
Yeah.
just expressed it now, it's priceless, because you are really stepping into that empowerment of who you truly are, the essence of who you are. And
Yes.
yeah.
And what I also discovered just by reading the book about it is not the same. The moment you just reading the book you will close, and maybe you will remember some one page that was out of it, and yeah, that's the conclusion. But when you embody it, when you actually apply it, and then you also share, it's like it's never ending school. This life is, it's just you keep
Mm,
evolving. And the books are the tools, but they are not the major part that will take you there. Yes, I read a
mhm,
lot of books, for example, but it's not happening if you're not embodying. We have this temple, we have this beautiful body that we need, that is communicating with us. So therefore, we need to put that into our system as well. Just like we put the
mm,
best foods into our system, or if you're not doing it yet, you will, because there's no way out. At some point you will realize how health is so important.
mm,
Embody what you learn, and when you have coach, when you have somebody that understands you, can tune in and tell you that the speed of the transition is so much faster. And I'm so grateful, Shireen, that I have you, because we actually are cooperating, me and her, we coaching each other, and this is so powerful. I am so grateful to have you, my sister. uh, that's always there, that's always showing me the path. And I always say to you after our coaching sessions, thank you so much, I really appreciate for this session. If there wouldn't be for this sessions, this Ignite Your Feminine Body program would be probably launched at the end of the year, because what we tend to go is our stories, our mind, that we, later, I'm not ready. And the same with the maybe getting into best body shape that you want to get. I'm not ready, later, oh, something happened later, 1 month later, and then you end up being the same place. So you have to get somebody that is there for you and understands you, right, Shireen? This is magical.
Yes, because I would not be where I am by God's grace if I didn't have you as an accountability buddy. And I believe that it is so important to have that team around you. And you are more successful when you are teaming up with someone, when you have that accountability buddy. And that is what being in Ignite Your Feminine Body program will do for you, because you will have that accountability. And it's like Inese said, you have to take the decision and then go and follow through with the action. Don't worry about the why. This is why tapping into our intuition is so strong. And Inese will be able to teach you about that, because we always need to know how we're going to get there. How am I going to do it? I'm not going to be able to do this. Then our fears and our ego kicks in and tries to keep us comfortable. Whereas embodying this program, saying yes, and then just being open to the possibility of the changes and you actually having the best life, then that is what you need to do. You just need to say yes. Yes to life, and say yes to yes. Say yes. And just before we go, I love the name Ignite Your Feminine Body. How did that come to you?
All right. So before it's like Ignite Your Feminine Body, it was born through the tapping me into the feminine energy. And when I say ignite, it's actually switch it on. It's only because we have it. We all have this feminine energy, feminine body. And we just need to find that switch in the darkness. Where is that switch that I can actually fire up? And when it comes to body, it's actually because it's with your body, connect on a deeper level. This is what I'm talking about. We are all feminine beings in this beautiful one. This is the best gift that we can have. And tapping into that and understanding that our body shapes doesn't have to look the same as everyone else. You need to understand that your body shape is unique to you, and that you don't have to look for and get to that ideal magazine looking shiny Barbie, for example. You don't have to. You need to be satisfied with yourself, and then the shift will happen when you are within, like, whole within yourself, because then you send signals to yourself that things are happening, and then it will happen. Ignite your feminine body. So find that switch, that switch your metabolism, that switch your inner intuition, that switch your body shape to be the way you want it to be, so that you can look in the mirror and say, wow, I love this chick, I can't take my eyes off you. Have you, seriously, how many women look in their mirrors and look at themselves, and what is the first thing they see? The body part they don't like. Oh, I wish this was shorter. Oh, my boobs, I wish that would be bigger. Oh, my ass is too big. Or, oh, it's always criticizing first, but we never see what is good about our body. So this is very, very deep subject. And I think Shannon, me and you, we should come up and share this with another round, because I think it will benefit so many women.
Yeah, it's so deep. And I think it's so important to speak about this, because we are beautiful beings and we should just embrace that. But it's not easy if you don't know how, but it is if you have a teacher and a guide like yourself. And then it's about learning, relearning and reprogramming your brain and connecting to your heart. And igniting that feminine body with you, Ines, because it's going to be on demand. And yeah, so just remind everyone the dates for your program, Ignite Your Feminine Body. What is their next step right now for them to do after they've seen this interview to change their life, God willing?
Yes, so you can find me on Facebook, Ines Zut, but where I do post, and you can find the link there, which is my website link, www.fitmama.com. You need to find Work With Me and then find the program Ignite Your Feminine Body. Click on that and you can book a free discovery call, or you can already purchase and get booked straight after, because the places are going. FitmamaLondon.com. What did I say? FitmamaLondon.com. Okay, there you go. Yes. Well, I will post under this video as well so that you have the details. And yes, reach out to me, message me what it is. Tell me more. I'm here for you. It's starting on 25th of March, which is 2 weeks from now. And that's Thursday. And this is where we're going to repack what is that you need to start with, so that we start our week fresh.
Woohoo! I'm so excited. That's amazing. Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait for everyone to ignite their feminine body with you. And just make sure that you are following Inese on all her socials. It's at FitmamaLondon, isn't it? Yeah? And make sure you are following me, Sherine Soulsister, on Instagram and on Facebook if you want some creativity, for me to unlock your creative potential, and to also just get connected to the essence of who you truly are. But I have a program coming later soon, but it's all about Fit Mama London, because Ignite Your Feminine Body is the one that you really need to be connecting with right now on the 25th, because this is something really special, and she has worked so hard on it, and she has over nearly 7 years of nutritional therapy and experience and all her courses. So this is something that is really true to her heart, and I honestly believe that if you undergo this program, you will get amazing, life-changing changes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing space and just being open and honest, and for creating this incredible program to help serve others. And I can't wait to hear all about who you end up serving. And God willing, we'll have another chat, because
yes.
TBC.
TBC, exactly. Thank you so much for having. Thank you so much for having your time, and I can't say how much grateful I am. It's such a gratitude I feel to have you in my life. Thank you for. We will come back and we will share more.
Yes, thank you so much, and it was lovely speaking to all of you at home, my beautiful soul sisters. And God bless you all, and I love you, Inese, and thank you so much. Have a really great evening. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
You too.
Okay.
Ciao.
Love you. Ciao.